everyone, and welcome to our conversation. We want to talk about, we don't really care your opinion. Well, I don't really care about your opinion. If you don't like my opinion, then you should move. Anyways, what we want to talk about right now is your lack of education and your lack of ability to educate. Your content is boring. You cookie cutter all your content and it really doesn't make a lot of sense. And you don't even participate in the things that you say you participate in. So we've got all these girls wearing provocative see-through outfits who have not one inkling of a business professional personality or persona or anything in their head. Nothing about them is business professional at all. They are the trophy wives who literally should be kept in a closet to never be seen for, and they should never be heard from either. Yet men are flocking to them and parading them around and then giving them brand deals and businesses while they educate girls on how to be just like them, while they viciously attack and assault women like myself, while they all yell out that they're business professionals and they're all talking and uplifting conversations. That's called communism. If you're not doing well in your life or your job, why are you saying joy and happiness? Why are we having to deal with your concerns and your problems hidden underneath communism while you convince us how satisfied you are in your marriages and your relationships that have absolutely nothing to do with your business, but now it's the forefront of business, how you travel on yachts and jets? You think that makes two shits of a difference as in what I'm dealing with over here in my peon home that's bigger than your apartment, by the way? My house is bigger than Gary Vee's apartment. My house is bigger than Mona Van's apartment. My ease of living is better than Mona Van's life ever in her entire existence, but you would rather watch her parade around with Gary Vee than to hear real terminology and stop them from doing what they're doing to the American people. What part of that don't you fucking get? I'm literally demonstrating to you how he has violated our American Constitution, but you don't care about that. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. He literally is telling you that he's a communist, and you as an audience do not even care. He's not American. He tells you constantly and often. He's telling you that he's with a Persian. He's telling you, he's showing you. He says his family's in Toronto. And then you still go in the comment section and bullshit comment on him. Tell him how wonderful he is. He's abusing you. I'm telling you, I'm showing you, I'm evaluating all of it. He's provocatively posing for erotica videos. He's doing irregular, erratic behaviors that's against the Constitution so that a Mona Van lying fake pharmacist is going to close your business down. Oh, well, that might get you a little woke to the reality of what he's actually trying to do. He's trying to close your business down. So that Mona Van can thrive in business and women like Mona Van. So that all of the internet, while he tells you up until the time when the market changes, when the interest graft is no longer the interest graft, and now it's what Mona Van tells you to purchase and to buy. Oh, Dubai? Oh yeah, he does business with Qatar all the time, the Middle East. He's moving his business to the Middle East, and no one seems to think there's anything wrong with that. That's called traitor to the United States of America. He's a traitor to the United States of America. He doesn't hang out with children, his own children, yet he wrote a children's book. And then he brings the Persian to the reading of the children's book. However, there are no children in the room. which says everything about who he actually is, which is a traitor to the United States of America, where he hangs out with a bunch of traitors like the White Party. And you're going to still praise his ass and still act as if he's up to something when he ain't up to shit. He didn't pass high school, for Christ's sake. So he didn't go to college. He didn't go to high school. He tells you not to get an education. He's with a Persian. All he does all day long is yap his jaw and hang out with influencers who are actually out to destroy humanity. So that they're greedy, gluttonous, lustful. He's greedy, gluttonous, and lustful. Look at it at the woman that he calls fiance, which he just posted about today. And then all of you are just going to stand around and say, I think he's great. Just keep doing what he tells you. Everything's going to be just fine. Everything's going to be just fine because Mona Van is going to get you to where you belong, which is in fantasy land, that everywhere you are in your low quality of existence is exactly where you belong, and you shouldn't be happy, but be happy and joyous. You should be satisfied with your peon amount of money that you're generating, $20,000 per year, and that's all you make, so that Mona Van can make a 6-figure salary while she spreads her legs wide, teaches absolutely nothing, but Gary Vaynerchuk got her all of her brand deals, and you're going to continue to listen to what he has to say. So he doesn't do shit for you in reality. He gets you to, produce content? That's not really that hard to do. It's just tell you how wonderful you are, and he loves you, and that you should be patient. That's an easy thing to do. That's some easy-ass content to produce, Gary V. Then you show up with a Persian to manipulate everyone into seduction so that you can tell everyone what the man you are, while you day trade attention off her implant titties with her butthole spread wide for everyone to insert it into her rear end. Because that's the business, girl. That's the New York and the LA business, as you brag about your Air One and you brag about your $7 coffee, and then you tell everyone, don't buy that coffee. Yet you're riding in a limousine wearing suits at fancy parties like the Reform, and then you're bragging about it as if anyone gives a shit about what you're actually up to. While Mona Van prances around and tells everyone the most important thing at VCon, at all VCons, is what you're going to wear, because they're designing their life to make it cookie cutter shaped so that women make slaves and men just do whatever they ask because they're looking for the cash. No education, no entertainment, no interest. Nothing but foreigners that nobody wants to look at. Look at that shit. Ahir Shah. No fucking thank you. You're not funny. You're not normal. You're not American. Go do that shit in your own fucking country. Do you hear me? How they've propagated you to death to call it inclusivity, to destroy our culture, but to bring Indian, to bring Middle Eastern, to bring Persian nasty culture of low existing, so that they can infiltrate American culture and bring their shit to this country, where all of what you see on Mona Van's platform becomes the new norm, which means you're worthless, which means you're a slave, and which means they're living the high life, showing you their eggs on their plate. That's some dirty, rotten shit. While they tell you how to think, to feel, and then control everything about you and then call it democracy. The reality of what we're actually dealing with, while they call it misinformation.